Good morning, everybody. They normally say you save the best till last, but after these last presenters, I don't know if I'll be able to step up to the challenge. Thank you, PPPC, for hosting this event. Thank you to everybody else for coming. It's been a wonderful day so far. And to the other presenters, thank you very much. It's been enlightening. Video stands out. It gives customers a quick overview of a product or service without overwhelming them with text. In less than 30 seconds to a minute, a customer can get all the information they need about a product or service without the need to sit through a long presentation, and it's actually visually appealing to watch videos. This one here, this is one of our most popular videos. We had about 9,500 views on this, tons of sharing. For us, that's huge, to get that much visibility out there. And we sent that through all of our marketing channels, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I shared it on my personal site. And I'll give you some more insight into this video. Let's watch it first, and then we'll break it down and I'll give you some analytics on it.
Today on the Marketing Minute, I'm going to invite you to pimp your grill. Look at these babies, bling, bam! I'd like to introduce you to the CU5449 all-day DJ Bluetooth speaker with HD ready decorating. These bad boys make me want to moonwalk. HD ready converts these speakers into billboards. This revolutionary decorating technique blows the creative doors wide open. We can now sit with our clients and truly push the boundaries of their branding campaigns. Not only does this speaker offer an amazing decorating area, the sound quality is absolutely amazing. Plus, you've got a slot in the back for an SD card, supports both USB connectivity and a long-lasting rechargeable battery. So the next time you're thinking about a speaker, don't just think of the sound. Pimp the grill.
Okay, so that was a really fun video to shoot, edit. One of the biggest things about video is that you can broadcast a message. You're no longer hoping someone picks up a catalog and sees it. You're sharing it through so many marketing channels that you're getting brand exposure. Plus, if you're lucky enough, you start to get people sharing your message. So then, if we do a quick analogy, if Steve, you were to share it and you're friends with Mark, all of a sudden Mark's network is going to see it. Your network, if you share it, your network would see it. So you start to get this spider web effect of tons of people seeing it. That's what led us to get over 9,500 views, which is, again, a remarkable feat. Plus, another good thing from this video was we got a lot of Facebook comment and feedback, which allows our marketing people to jump right on those feedbacks, connect with that client, get a sample in the mail right away, and find out who you're working with. Will a spec sample be something that you need? Yeah, this thing was unbelievably successful for us. Some quick tips. When you're getting into video, it's always good to do your homework, and the first thing to do is determine the content of your video. What do you want to accomplish? It's always good to be specific, narrow down your focus, and if let's say you're launching a brand new series of products or new services, I wouldn't put it all in one video. And you could always do a series of videos. That way you're tantalizing people to come back for more. Keep it short. 30 seconds to a minute is the longest you want to do a video. One of the most successful series that we've launched is our Marketing Minute. And that Marketing Minute we shoot on my iPhone. We do have fancier cameras for product videos, but the Marketing Minute, we do it anywhere. We're really portable. You can shoot it right on your iPhone. And what we do is we don't tag it with Depco. So we don't say, welcome to Depco's Marketing Minute. It's just our Marketing Minute. So that's giving distributor partners the ability to share that content. I know Mark was saying that people were always looking for content to share. We do these videos at least once a month, and it's always relevant to decorating methods or new product, whatever it may be, but we don't brand it with Depco, so it makes it easier for everybody to share. But keeping it short is key because people's attention spans are not as long as they were. Your main message has to be within the first 30 seconds of your video, because what we noticed is when we start looking at the analytics, the data, we notice that the majority of people will watch a video for 30 to 40 seconds, then they're gone. So if you were to do a 5-minute video, you're wasting your time and your resources because you have to get your main message in within the first 30 to 40 seconds. One thing I would suggest is graphics. So if I'm talking about a certain product, make sure that product name comes up about 2 or 3 times in the first 30 seconds. Make sure that the person, the talent who's doing the video, says the name of the product, the service, whatever that main message is, get it in within that time share, within that little time period that you have. Always include a call to action. Like, why wouldn't you? You're getting people's attention. Make sure you put in there, like, call me for a sample. If you're a distributor, you might say, call me for a sample, or if you share this video, I'll give you % off your next order. I don't know what you want it to be, but you've got people's attention. Use it to the best of your ability and add a call to action. Practice your script. That I can't specify enough because you can only utilize so much of your day to shoot a 1-minute video, and you don't want to keep going over and over this one point. So whoever the person that you designate to be the talent who's going to be in front of the camera, make sure they have the script in front of them, make sure they know what you want them to say, and make sure they practice it. So when you get time to shooting, you're doing that. You can take different shots, but the person who's doing the speaking has practiced what they're going to do, and you're not spending the whole day going over and over the same shot. Be yourself, keep it light, have fun. You saw that video, like a lot of that was, like that whole moonwalk thing, that was just an improvisation. I was just like, these are so cool. They make me want to moonwalk. And Dan, who was doing it with me, he's like, well, do it, moonwalk. And I was like, okay, let's go. So that fits my personality. Everybody else has a different personality, but find the fun, the little kid inside of you, and keep it light, because that's what people want during their busy days. If they get an e-blast about a video, and you're lucky enough that they click on to see it, make sure it's something that they're going to enjoy, it's informational, get your message across. But keeping it light, keeping it fun are the ways to go. The next slide here is some quick production tips. And these are all from the School of Hard Knocks. You can use what we do is, like I said, we use my iPhone to videotape a lot of our videos, or your tablet. If you do it on a tablet, it's even easier because you can edit right on the tablet. It's a little easier than editing on your smartphone. We do have a high definition camera for doing fancy product videos, but you don't need to go there right away. You can do anything you want to do with your standard smartphone these days, like most Samsungs have high-end HD cameras. I prefer the iPhone. I find their cameras to be superior. Light is your friend. What I mean by that is, just because you see a location where, oh, if we shoot the video right here, it'll be amazing. Test the lighting, because you don't want people, when they get the video, you don't want them thinking, what am I looking at? So lighting is your friend, and it's always good to just do a couple test shots. Take a shot, then put it into your editing software, and see what it looks like, or just play it back on your phone. And if you can make it out without extra lighting, then you're doing okay. But the worst thing is to go through a whole shoot, get into the editing suite or start editing, and then realize that it's so dark, or you can't make out the product, or you don't really want to back the video up too much with artificial graphics. You want the actual visuals to do most of the talking. Test your audio, same thing as well. If you're shooting with an iPhone, you can't be more than 4 or 5 feet away. So you don't want to shoot the video across a big room thinking you've nailed it. You go to edit and you can't hear the words. Again, you don't want to put too much graphics inside. So test the audio, do a couple quick shots, make sure that the audio is clear, and that will save a lot of work later on in post-production. Use a tripod. If you don't have the steadiest hand, there's tons of tripods out there. Set it up, and that way you get the clear, steady shot. and this one's important as well, is keep the panning slow. What I mean by panning is if this is my smartphone and I want to take a shot of this table here, I'm not going to go like this. Because then you get a lot of that remember the movie The Blair Witch Project, where they were running through the forest and the camera's constantly going this way, that way, and it makes you dizzy? No one likes that. And the person who's watching the video, you don't want them to say, oh my God, this thing's giving me a seizure. Pan slow. And it's just, you take your time. So if I was going to do a shot of this computer, you do it extra slow. You just go right across so it's comfortable to the eye. And then you do it a few times and then you know what speed you need to pan at. But that's something we learned early on in the process is, at first you're like, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to show that and I'm going to show this. When you get into the editing suite, you realize, oh my God, this is horrible. Like I'm dizzy just looking at it once. And what happens is, if you do that, whoever is viewing it on the other side, they'll open it up and they'll be like, this is not good. And the last thing you want is to them to click off your video before they've been able to get the message. And next time they see the video, they might say, oh man, I remember the last video, it was horrible. So you're trying to build a bit of a fan base as well. So panning, keep it slow. Editing, you don't need to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're not putting a movie together for Hollywood. iMovie for the iPad, if you're shooting on the iPad, iMovie for the iPad is $5.79, which is, that's a latte at Starbucks. And that's the good thing about shooting on the iPad is you can shoot and edit right on the same device. Windows Movie Maker 12, it's free. It's a free download for your Microsoft. I think it's called the Microsoft Essentials package. And that allows you to import video, add graphics, slice and dice it any way you need. There's also another shareware program called VideoPad Masters Edition. It has some fancier features that you can pay for, but to get up and running, those are great suites that don't cost a lot of money, and it can get you up and running right away. That's pretty much my video presentation. The next little section, what I want to talk about is top trends for 2015. And I'm really only going to discuss one, but write down this website, because every year we go to this website and it gives you the top 10 retail trends. Once you study and understand these trends, it allows you to set your marketing plan in place for the year. Because you know what the retail industry is doing. It tells you about human behavior, what's exciting, what's not, and the most important is what's trending. The important part there is, if you understand these trends, you can then start to come out with products and services that mimic these trends, and people will understand it. They'll relate to it. They'll be like, hey, that's what I'm kind of into. So it's important to always keep one step ahead of, the end user, and for us, it's important to stay one step ahead of the distributor. So the one trend that I found the most interesting this year, in 2015, was called instant skills. In 2015, status-hungry prosumers will love services that allow professional quality output, minus the learning curve or time barrier. The first one, right in the first sentence, there's a whole new term there, which is the prosumer. And I think we're all encountering the prosumer, and we're all becoming the prosumer. We used to be consumers, but we're all becoming professional consumers. And what I mean by that is, I found myself doing it. I was at Home Depot looking for a snowblower, and I'm talking to the guy, and he's trying to sell me on it. But as he's talking to me, and I don't mean to be rude, but it's just the nature of how we are now. I've already got the Lowe's snowblower on my iPhone. I've got the Canadian Tire, and I've got all the competing companies to Home Depot for that same part number. So even though he's telling me about it, I'm already looking for the next deal or where I can get it cheaper. I think as distributors, I'm lucky I get to travel across this great country and talk to tons of distributors. And one of the things I keep hearing is that, well, my clients are coming up to me now and they know exactly what they want. They know the benefits and features. What they're asking for is a price. I'm hearing this more and more, and we're becoming that person. Like when I go buy a TV, I don't need to find out what the features are. I've been studying this TV for about 2 months now. So I need to find the best deal. So that's something to keep in mind, that consumers, you guys are experiencing it, are a lot more professional now. They're not just somebody who you're going to wow with a quick sample and a fancy price. It's maybe coming out with a storyboard, being more creative. And the whole instant skills thing, the best analogy I found for that is Instagram. Instagram has made everybody in this room, you would become a professional photographer just by downloading the Instagram application. Before, if you wanted to compose a beautiful picture, you had to know about photography. You would go into a dark room and you would try all these different colors and lighting techniques to get effects on it. In a matter of 3 minutes, I can take your average picture, upload it to Instagram, add filters, change the color, saturation. All of a sudden, my picture looks like it's, like I'm a professional photographer. And these are the things that millennials and these are the things that people want, are tools that give you professional results. But you don't want to spend, I don't want to go back to school and learn how to be a photographer because I can do it now with just an app. And that's one of the things that I found to be one of the most interesting trends for 2015. And we study these things and we start to put our marketing plans. Once we understand them, we start working with our import people to see what kind of products we can find that'll meet these top trends. Like everyone's seeing one of the top trends right now is the selfie stick. And it doesn't take that much to do this, but people want that selfie stick for that instant skill to be a professional selfie taker, I guess. But look out for stuff like this because you're going to see more and more of it. I would suggest go to that website and read over those top trends. And every year, come January, that's where I find myself, right on that website, finding out what the trends are for that year, or even in December if it's out early, because it helps me when I'm having client meetings, talk to people and educating them about some of the 2015 trends. And people really find that information valuable because it's information that they can use to help grow their businesses. That's it. I'll be sitting on the panel coming up now. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for coming. Thank you.